This episode of Kayak Fishing Tales is brought to you by the ACA, improving the paddle sports experience for over a century. Learn more at americancanoe.org.
One of the great things about kayak fishing is that on a very simple level, you can just slip on a life jacket, grab a paddle, and start fishing with only some basic paddling experience. But something all kayak anglers should be aware of are the general rules of the road when it comes to navigating our waterways in high traffic areas. The biggest problem for kayak anglers is that compared to motorized boat traffic, we move at a snail's pace on the water, which means it's hard to get out of the way of faster moving vessels. We also carry a very low profile on the water, which can make it difficult for other boats to see us. This is why it's important to make ourselves as visible as possible on the water and understand how other boats navigate through the waterways. The best way to make yourself more visible on the water is by wearing a brightly colored life jacket and adding a light and flagpole to your kayak. These simple additions will dramatically improve your safety on the water in both open water and skinny water situations. Now, to understand how boats navigate through a waterway, let's look at navigation rules on a very basic level. On any waterway that has regular motorized boat traffic, you'll find colored buoys. The red and green buoys are there to define the main channel and the safest path for powerboats to take. When returning to port, keep the red buoys on the right side of the boat, or just remember, right red returning. If you have to cross a boat channel, make sure you do it at a right angle to the channel as quickly as possible and stay together as a group. It's also important to recognize that due to the small size of your kayak and your speed limitations, you should take actions that assume other vessels don't know you're there. Although you can expect most boat traffic to stay in these main channels, smaller power boats can travel through the shallow water and are a lot less predictable, so they tend to present the biggest hazard to kayak anglers. As a side note, one inevitability, if you're paddling in a high traffic area, is dealing with boat wake, and power boats can kick up some pretty significant waves. Of course, the safest thing to do is stick to no wake zones, but if you venture outside of these areas, the most controlled and stable way to deal with a boat's wake is to point your kayak directly into the oncoming waves and to continue to paddle as you pass over them. Well, I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, please subscribe to Kayak Fishing Tales YouTube channel for more kayak fishing tips and tricks.